again.
Zach. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to PG-13 with Clara and Zach. This is a show about making comics and being friends who make comics. There's a few house rules before we jump in. Per the title, which was his idea, by the way, Zach is not allowed to swear. He gets 3 strikes, and then he has to give away one of his sketchbooks to one of our supporters. If I swear, which is much less likely, but may still happen, Zach's hell-bent on making it happen. Our current idea is that I have to buy Zach a nerdy shirt of his choice, which right now is the Kumite from Bloodsport shirt, but we reserve the right to change the rules at any time. More importantly, no, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I actually am running out of clothes, so we desperately need to make Clara curse, otherwise people are going to see me shirtless at con.
Oh, no. What do we do? But to jump right in, I guess, what are we inking and how is it treating us? So I guess you go ahead.
Okay, Miss Clara. So I'm not allowed to curse, which anybody that knows me, that's almost impossible. So
severe handicap.
Yes, yeah, exactly. It's like being a one-armed fighter. It's just you're not going to win the title, pal.
It'd be cool
though. Regardless, so I got to say words like crud, jinkies, or whatever things like Clara says normally when she doesn't,
jinkies.
When they don't have their brand of gas station burrito. By the way, 'cause that's all she eats.
Dag nabbit.
Dag nabbit. Yeah. Gosh darn. So if I curse a fan, which once we get our Patreon up and running,
we should hopefully have some of those.
Yes, a lucky fan, random drawing, every time I curse gets a signed sketchbook or something comparable if I run out of sketchbooks from your co-host and the beautiful one of this podcast. Most people say that.
Yep.
They say the extremely good-looking Zach Howard. Oh, and his assistant. That's verbatim with everybody that's ever said or introduced themselves to us. But
yeah, I've heard them say that.
Yeah, it's just a constant echo in your head, Clara. But,
keeps me awake at night.
Anyways, I'm inking a Hulk today. We'll be inking all sorts of things while we do this podcast. And this is the sister show to, or the flip side, the fun show compared to what I'm doing with JC Washburn, which is a little bit more analytical and for art dorks.
I think it's going to be pretty fun, personally.
I think so, too, just because of the personalities.
Yeah.
Again, I'm so good looking, and JC's smart and funny, so...
it's just like a triple threat.
Sure. But yeah, regardless, we'll bring you along for the ride, Clara.
So you're doing a bunch of Hulk stuff over there.
Oh, I don't even know if I was on screen doing a bunch of Hulk stuff.
No, you look good.
But yes, I am doing Hulk stuff. Yeah, that was way up there, huh? Sorry, fans.
We'll get the hang of it. Forgive us.
Gosh darn it.
Consarn it. Yes, and I am working on the redo of the Baby Yoda sketch card I did a few weeks ago now, I think. I still owe that guy one more sketch card. I really need to get on that because the Baby Yoda is just sitting around in my studio.
Man, I'll tell you what. It's really cool you're doing Baby Yoda, Claire, because nobody fucking did. Ah, damn it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was 2.
Shit.
That was 2. That was 2.
Well, once I curse, I'm allowed a little window to yell at myself.
I'm still going to call that 2. I'm pretty sure that was 3 already, but I'm going to give you that lenience because I'm so nice.
Okay. We'll say 2. 2 curses. Somebody almost has a free sketchbook.
Already.
Which comes out of Claire's paychecks, by the way. So
before we have any followers, somebody already has a reward.
Yeah, well, somebody better join the Patreon tier then, huh?
Exactly.
Now, do I get 5 or what did we say, or none?
Last time, sir, you changed it to 3. You have 1 left already.
Okay, 1 curse word left. So
anyway,
this show's starting out great. God dang it!
We knew this was going to be the challenge for you, sir. This was your idea.
Well, that's the fun for the fans.
And then, because they like to see you fail.
Well, they can try. Everybody has that fantasy.
of seeing you fail specifically?
Just me.
Just you?
Now, where am I? I gotta
You're
get
in
this
frame.
camera up a little bit. Get up, camera. There we go.
Lovely.
Sorry, fans.
Setting pretty high standard. Anyway, I am redoing this Baby Yoda sketch card. And what I do, obviously, as it starts as a sketch card that's very small, it's like that big.
Yeah.
So when I want to redo them for my little postcard size prints, my mini prints that I do, I scan it in and print it out enlarged and repencil it just a little bit, just so that the detail level, is appropriate to a print of that much larger size. And then I just kind of redo it. And the nice thing about these, and then when this one is done, that I can color it and do the postcard print out of it.
Honk stew.
Are you just making fun of me?
Honk stew.
Whatever. This, I will have you know, even though
But-
I was ashamed and had to confess to you my shame when I was hired to do the Baby Yoda sketch card, it got me almost 2,000 followers on Instagram.
Well, there you go. Because followers, they pay your rent, right?
Nope, they don't pay a single thing. There are badges on stream now, but that's a little bit of money coming in that way. That's interesting, but we'll see.
Oh,
how
awesome.
that goes. A tiny bit. I think it has to hit. They're just rolling out this new feature, the badges for live stream. So we'll have to see how that works. And I believe it has to hit $100 before they pay out. And I don't know if everyone has it. I don't know if it's just people with a certain number of followers. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. I feel like they should have instituted that a while ago, because all other streaming platforms have, a monetization feature. You can get paid on Twitch and stuff.
Yeah. I was on Twitch once.
Oh, yeah? What happened? Were you gaming?
No, there was and sorry to the fans, there's some sort of interview where they're doing a live thing on the front page. This is for when I was editing Common. And Webtoons was really hot on another book I was doing called Buck. Which we couldn't make a deal happen for a multitude of reasons. But, well, the deal was there. I wasn't going to perform under the circumstances. But
they were asking too much of you.
Need to know that crud. They don't need to know that crud, Clara.
Okay, all right. Not that crud.
Euphemisms for curse words have got to be the most pathetic thing our society has ever invented.
Again,
a curse word's already a euphemism. Dumbass.
Again, this
Dumb
is a
jerks.
premise you instituted. Deal with it.
So for people wondering what curse words, it's basically we got to figure that out, but it's basically going to be what George Carlin's list of things he can't say.
Right.
But I'm allowed to say Clara is stressed. I'm allowed to say all biblical curse words. So
that was your idea. Whatever.
Clara demanded it.
Yep.
And she gets really angry.
I do. I'm a very unpleasant and dangerous person.
Well, definitely dangerous.
Especially just over the internet, having not actually met in real life. I'm very scary. I hold a lot of power over you.
Your agency is frightening, young lady.
Of course.
You're going to tell everybody how you decided to, on the shot of the frog butthole? Or they have cloacas, I think. I'm not certain. Did you research that?
I haven't researched it. I'm pretty sure they have cloacas. I know chickens have cloacas.
Well, all birds do. But I thought reptiles do, too.
I think they do.
And
reptiles and amphibians.
Well, that's not technically a reptile, but...
it's an amphibian, yeah. But I don't know if it would be right there. I think it's a little bit underneath. Regardless, it's a cartoon, so I'm not even stressing it.
What if he's a longtime hooker frog and his hooker cloaca is all blown out, and you could see it from the back and the front?
Well,
you can draw that type of.
In that case, we would definitely be able to see it, so it's definitely more underneath.
Well, this is really starting to make sense to me now. You did do your cloaca research.
So always do.
That's why she's my assistant.
You were going to say research assistant, and that was hilarious.
Hey, Clara.
Yes.
I need you to do this. Well, let me just stop looking at buttholes real quick, and of all species, not just cloacas. And I'll get it right on that, Mr. Howard.
I thought you wanted me to research chickens. Fine, whatever. Fine,
Yeah.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Okay. Speaking of chicken cloacas, this is the scariest thing that happened when I lived on the farm. So, chickens are, how people talk about wolves, like, oh, if they show weakness, they attack each other.
Oh, chickens, man. They're dinosaurs.
Chickens
go
are
on.
absolutely terrifying. So this is when I lived on my relative's farm, and we were raising a bunch of chickens from chicks in like a pen in the back of the farm. They were too little to be outside yet, and they were in their adolescence, so they were pretty much physically mature. They could pretty much crow. It's when you hear a teenage rooster try to crow, it's so funny. It like you'd just be wandering around the farm and you'd hear like from far away. It's literally exactly that cracking voice that
like the teenagers from Simpsons, but chicken
exactly. But anyway, so this horrifying thing happened. We went in there and one of them was completely dead. It was just and he was cleaned out from the back like a Thanksgiving turkey. Like he was hollow.
Yeah, animals often eat from the butthole first. If you see wolves and stuff,
yeah,
it's pretty brutal.
But I mean, he wasn't even like eaten; just like all his organs were gone.
All the yummy parts.
Yes, and we figured out that and no predators had gotten in. Nothing. We figured out what had happened was he'd probably like popped something out of his butthole. He'd probably popped out a little bit of organs, and they'd all gone for it and just cleaned him out. It was so terrifying.
Hey, chicken party on 3, huh?
Yep. So that's our fun first episode story about chicken on chicken violence.
Chicken disembowelment.
Ugh. They bravehearted him. See, I can make nerdy references.
Any chicken can die.
But no, what chicken has truly lived? I'm going to go ahead and say not many of them. Their lives are pretty simple. Even the ones that have good lives.
You got to end it with a cluck, though. But not all chickens have truly lived. Bagok!
I was supposed to ask you some things. I have a whole list of things here that you've been telling me to ask you on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
I really want to hear the Chernobyl story, but I'm going to save that. I want to hear the lightning story again on the podcast because that was insane. And you only told me that over text, and I want to hear it with inflection, and the viewers want to hear it.
The one where I was, I don't know. You're picking out some boring ones to start, but it's okay. I won't fire you yet. So you're talking about the one in South Dakota?
All I know is you were almost hit by lightning multiple times.
So I was driving in your part of the country, which is known for its very calm weather.
Yep.
In the spring. So by the way, where do you live? We don't give the viewers your home address, Clara.
I live in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, which is everyone. I pretty much tell everyone that. You can't really keep that secret. People are comfortable talking about their cities. Yeah,
I say Denver, even though I live outside of it.
Yeah, but big cities like that, that's how it works.
Yeah, it's basically the same city, anyways. When it comes down to it, there's no line of delineation. That's for certain.
Okay.
Anyways, exciting story that Clara wants me to tell about. I have all these industry stories. Clara has all these stories about Yoda's butthole, and what are we doing? We're talking about lightning. So
chickens and lightning. This is a show about comics.
No, I was just driving. It was like 2 a.m, and I had to get up to my grandmother's house in Watertown, South Dakota, which is I'm sure you're going to want to move there next. I hear they have a mall now.
Ooh.
Anywho's, that's my mother's hometown, and I can't remember what I was going up there for, a wedding or some BS, and it was 2 a.m. It's just torrential South Dakota rain to the point, and the hail had just stopped. So I was on the interstate again, and there's a car about 50 feet in front of me, maybe a little bit more, and a lightning bolt just all of a sudden landed right in between us.
Wow.
you couldn't see anything. Like your eyes just go white.
Was it loud?
Yeah, it was deafening.
Ooh.
Yeah, you didn't really hear anything. Like the hair in my arms was standing up and all that stuff. So, anyways, there's the exciting story that Clara wanted to hear. One time I almost got hit by lightning while driving. One time when I lived in Nebraska, I was just sitting at my drawing table as a kid, which my phone is attached to right now. I still have that drawing table. And Nebraska has similar storms to South Dakota, and lightning hit the tree right outside my window. It was wild, and that was back when I had that super cool haircut. So I looked like Richard Spencer in court, my effing hair. And my mom came running in. What happened? And I was just kind of stunned. So,
yeah, I guess you would be.
Never been hit by lightning, but it sure as heck has let me know it's there.
Yeah.
And its potency. I mean, it's no chicken butthole, but it's an experience, Clara.
It wants you. The lightning wants you.
I'm hypercharged, so it's just going towards its friends.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to play a round of super fight? Is your favorite thing?
Okay. And we promise people next time I'll tell Claire to get a more interesting story, because I got some crazy stuff that's probably gonna make me curse.
Well, tell some crazy stuff first. Then we'll save super fight for when we're bored.
Nah, let's do super fight, because
all right.
You got your butt handed to you so epically bad last time. I need to let you have time this time to possibly redeem yourself.
Okay.
So you aren't just woefully drawing baby Yodas while quietly weeping in your South Dakota apartment.
Ugh, you're full of charm. All right, let me pull sufficient cards.
So, viewers, while my dear Clara is getting our game ready, this is the game we're going to be doing for this show every episode. After I make fun of Clara to start the show, and whatever she's drawing, we're going to go in and whatever more exciting lightning stories Clara wants me to tell. We're going into our favorite game, which is I'll let you take over from here, Claire, because you can describe it better than me.
Good. I'm sorry I find the adventures of almost being killed by lightning to be so interesting when they're obviously boring. Okay. Here is well, hold on. Let me start with mine. So I'm a disembodied head.
Oh, you didn't describe what you're doing yet.
I know, that comes second.
Okay. No, I mean, we got to tell the viewers what the heck we're doing.
Oh, okay. Wait, okay. This is a game. It'll be pretty much self-explanatory, but just for an overview, I draw the cards, and the cards tell you what you are and what your abilities or qualities are, and we have to theoretically fight these characters and argue about who would win. That's the premise.
To recap, Clara is going to give us variables of your stupid superhero character, and on the spot, Clara and I have to basically verbally fight on whose stupid super character or superhero is going to defeat the other one. Claire has never won this game, by the way. So
yes, in the one time we've played it, and in the one time we've played it, here's what I've learned: you cheat and yell a lot, and I follow the rules and lose. So we're gonna see if that pattern continues. So okay, jumping back
we'll let the fans decide who. That's what we're gonna do.
Yes,
and we got to come up with something. If Clara loses the superhero fight, she has to draw the fraud cloaca of your choice.
Or I have to do like a quick sketch of my losing character.
There we go. Clara has to draw a losing character. And whoever loses the super fight, and the fans will decide, has to draw the winner's character. And I don't know. Should we give it to a fan, Clara?
I don't know. Let me think about that. We'll do some version of that, but at least in the comments, people either way, they will be chiming in and saying who they think actually wins.
And to make it easy for you, just type in Zach wins, and then before we even start. So when you're done, if you're wanting to do something else, you can just quickly, just type in the winner. You can just press return, right? Enter.
Yeah, like you don't even have to watch the episode. You can just type in Zach wins.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Before I let you spiral off again, here we go. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm a disembodied head.
Okay.
I can create a hologram of myself.
Oh, exciting. So you can create a hologram of your head?
Shut up. I'm not even done reading the cards yet. Stop winning already. And I have acid blood in my disembodied head. Well, I don't know. We haven't seen your cards yet. Let's see.
Here we go, people.
Okay. Oh my.
Zach, the winner's about the...
You're a boy band.
Oh, you're effed.
You're 6 inches tall.
How can I... With the 6-inch tall boy band? Now, is that all the boy band standing on top of each other? Or is it...
I'm going to be generous and say this is just all the members of the band are 6 inches tall.
Okay, carry on.
And you're a pacifist.
Okay.
That's actually what it says. I did not make that up.
Yeah. See, Clara is already cheating, fans.
I drew these blind. I did not know. Okay, so this is gonna be...
You go first, and then I'll mop you up after, okay?
All right, fine. Okay, so here I am with my disembodied head, able to create a hologram of myself and having acid blood. Now, I will be the first to admit that just the head probably doesn't have all that much blood in it, and I can only use it from my actual physical self. I can't use it from my hologram. But I'm going to say I can use the hologram to create a distraction. So I can sort of, I can create a hologram of myself and bounce. I guess I bounce or roll.
Yeah, it doesn't say you float, so you just sit there.
I can move in some. I have my like in the thing. I can like walk with my tongue or something.
I'll allow you to walk with your tongue.
All right. I can bounce around on my tongue. What a horrifying image. So I bounce around behind the boy band who has come up to inspect my my holographic head, which I imagine being very obvious, like neon pink and just sort of going whoa, 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 whoa. And they're coming up to it and I bounce around behind them and then maybe I bite my lip and spit a little tiny bit of acid blood on them. I'm self-defeating right now because there's really nowhere I can go with this.
Well, it doesn't even say what type of acid blood. I just say it's something like vinegar. It doesn't really fit you in any way. So you have a stupid power, vinegar blood lady, head, human.
At least let me have like alien type blood where it like burns through 5 decks of the Nostromo or whatever.
Okay, 1.5 decks.
Okay, 1.5 decks, fine. So I bite my lip and I spit a tiny bit of blood on these. What is it? 6 inches tall? 6-inch tall band of boys who are looking at my hologram head, and that is.
Let me know when you're ready to lose because you've already lost the fight.
In this case, I lost with the draw. You go right ahead.
First off, being a group of beautiful 6-inch tall a cappella group boy band
with beautiful hair,
ex models. Some are still active, but they don't like to talk about it. You know.
Yes.
Anyways, they're already pacifists, so while you're tongue dragging your stupid head towards me, all of my boy band gently just walks away. At a slow canter, and they've already won. They won Gandhi style by not fighting. I just ethically jujitsu'd you. That's what my boy band does.
Well, at least I tried.
And that's just one way I'm beating you. And then for humiliation purposes, when your head is defeated and just sitting there and your tongue's all sad, hanging on the ground, and you're out
my tongue
of
has
vinegar
road rash.
breath, or whatever your stupid power is.
Wait, what was? Oh, hold on.
I forgot to tell you, my boy band actually has 400 members. Even though it's 6 inches tall, they make up with it by being a super group.
There's never
so all 600 of them start kicking your head because you're out of acid spit. And they step on your tongue and stupid things like that.
So cruel.
And to the point, all you can do is project your head crying, your hologram head. So you have a projected hologram head crying while I'm trying to think of a Backstreet Boys song that'd make my joke better. But
Tell me why.
I can't. Sorry, guys. I listen to punk rock and rap. All I did was make fun of these.
Did you hear that, guys? He's
I almost said
cool.
queef. Queef isn't a curse word.
Okay.
So my boy band or do we want to consider that a?
No, that's fine. I just don't understand how it relates.
Well, that's what I would refer to boy band members.
Oh, okay.
A band of merry queefs. So, anyways, that's actually the band name. But
I can see that.
Very popular worldwide, really big in South Korea. But
that's easy though.
And so while half my band members are stomping your disembodied head that's crying, projecting mournful wailing. I wouldn't even call it crying anymore.
It's just a death story.
Others break out into a choreographed dance song that humiliates you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Clara
because it's so cringy.
Losing bad. I dance around and beat her butt.
She doesn't have a butt. She's just a head.
She's just a head. She draws frog cloacas.
That's a beautiful song. I love it.
You're like,
well,
Baby Yoda is so cool.
The coolest.
Baby. You got to have the one dude just break out.
Who just says baby.
Baby. You're drawing Yoda.
I have never heard you use that tone. That's gross.
You like that?
I really didn't.
Yeah, you did. I'm going to use it all the time now.
Ugh. Fine. I shouldn't give away my displeasure because then you know.
I wish I knew any NSYNC song or anything like that.
I used to.
I bet you did. You're probably singing it right now in your crying disembodied head soul.
I was never really a boy band girl though. My friends were.
Yeah, well,
I was a bookish nerd at that age.
Bookish.
I
didn't even know you could read.
Oh, I'm full of surprises. You'll find.
Yeah. Well, it makes your job easier for being an assistant then. So, anyways, get ready to draw my boy band because you just got your buttocks handed to you.
It has 600 members. It's not going to be a very good drawing.
I'll allow you to draw 6 of them.
Oh, okay.
But they're only 6 inches tall. So
these are going to be poor quality drawings. I can tell you.
Yeah, they're just little convention sketches, okay?
Little doodlies. Yes.
And what we'll do at the end of when we have enough, we can make a little convention sketchbook post-apocalypse of all of our stupid superhero characters.
Yes, I love that. Well, congratulations on your obvious win that we had from the start. Now, the previous one that nobody heard, our warm-up round, I think I had a pretty good chance at winning, but unfortunately, today's hand was not so kind to me.
Oh, man. I mean, I really enjoy the fact that you think you won the last time.
I did.
But I mean, reality sucks for those that live in a pretend world drawing Baby Yoda butts.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah. Speaking of pretend worlds, how's your Hulk transformation coming?
Lady, I kick so much buttocks. I kick butt, Jenny. I might not know what love is, but I can draw a Hulk transformation.
That's not your best impression, but it was interesting.
Jenny. I had this, my first roommate in Mississippi when I was going to college there, still working construction. Mm-hmm. It was community college, so, Mississippi Community College.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Got a guy, he wasn't a farm boy, but he certainly acted like it. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but he is a bit of a hillbilly doofus, nice enough guy. But I get so effing excited. Not excited. I couldn't stand how slow he talked
Mm-hmm.
and you already knew what he was going to say, and you had to patiently wait.
Right.
And by the end, when he was talking smack about me to his dumb hillbilly buddies, I started when he'd like start talking to me. I just start talking, Johnny. I'd start talking back to him. I don't know him.
You sound like a fun roommate.
He was a pile of S, but it happens.
It does.
He was freaked out by me. I was just out of the Marines. I was all I did was work out and dislike everyone.
Yeah, I mean, we've all had that phase, I think.
Kinda, but you probably weren't as scary and dumb as me. So
No.
that's one of my problems is people feel threatened by me often if I'm like in a bad mood or something.
Well, this is unfortunately part of the lot if you're just a very large man.
I may be a very large man, Jenny. But I know what dancing is.
Dancing? All right. What was I gonna say? Oh, when I was in that phase of life, I was just very thin. I was very hungry.
Was it like you're trying to make all the surfer boys sweat thin,
No.
or hated yourself thin?
No, it was like college poor thin.
Been
It
there.
was like eat 2 sardines for lunch thin.
Oh, there's a sexy girl.
Yep. My weight fluctuated quite a bit in the college years. That was rough.
Rail thin with sardine breath. So tell me, your dating life, how was it going?
It wasn't, I didn't really date in college because I cared about classes.
Oh, geez, you're a barrel of fun, Clara.
Yep, I am. We have established that. We've established that I'm a barrel of fun. The
Barrel
only reason
of
we're
fun,
doing this
Clara.
show is that you're fun.
Not only does she draw frog cloacas, she will straight up stay home and judge you.
I can't fully deny that.
I know your type.
I've been drawing all day. I'm tired. I'm just gonna sit here, look at my phone. I'm gonna read this book.
All those stupid people having fun. They're so stupid.
I'm gonna have some fun today. I'm going out to dinner.
I know, you got a date with my aunt.
Yeah.
Everybody, Claire's dating my aunt.
Yep, it's a strange match made in heaven, apparently.
Well, it comes
all
with
your
food,
relatives
so it's a
are
hell of a
in my
relationship, right?
Well, I'm just surprised that you actually have all these relatives in the area, which is what you originally said, but I suspected was hyperbolic, but it appears
I'm related to South Dakota. I have more relatives in your town. How many dinner dates do you want?
Not a lot more.
Are you into group dinner dating, Clara? You're one of those weirdos?
Not particularly, but I am into quality over quantity.
No, it's so much better eating when there's a group. No, it sucks when you reach my age, you're married, and here's something you weren't expecting in life to have to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
When you're married and my age and you meet other people my age, you have to watch out. I never knew this even existed, but there's a lot of swingers out there, Claire.
I was gonna say I know where this is going. Yeah, there are a lot.
Because I already turned you down, I know, but your big old swinging passion.
Mm-hmm. so well documented.
Yeah, it's happened a few times now. I'm not offended. I'm just kind of alarmed. You know what I said? It's just.
Well, and you said you think it's because like you don't have kids. Are these other people also childless?
Or
people?
they're empty nesters. They've been married for 25 years and they want to. They're just bored, I think, and the kids are out of the house.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not in that bracket at all, so I have not experienced that, but I believe it.
Well, there's always hopefulness. You can. But yeah, that's one thing I was not expecting to have to deal with in life was turning down swingers.
Well, what else is on your list of things you didn't expect to deal with in life?
They don't just straight out ask you; they dance.
Well, they have to. They have to. You can't just come out and say that.
By the way, they have weird terms like the lifestyle. Are you into the lifestyle?
Oh,
What?
that I would immediately know what that meant, though. Did you not know what that meant?
Not the first time somebody asked me. That was in New York at
Okay.
NYCC.
Yeah.
Asked if I was into the lifestyle. I had to ask Danny. You know Danny?
Uh-huh.
Ask her because I had to and she then told me, oh no, swings. There's a big swinging community in Denver, Colorado. I was like, oh, outstanding.
Yeah, I guess like major cities, you would expect that.
I guess there's a lot of bored people with their partners.
How long
I
have
don't
you
know.
been
I
in
try not to
Denver?
judge Clara, like judgy Clara, but
I'm the
I
worst.
don't like to judge like that. It just, to my point, I never expected to have to deal with that.
Life is full of surprises.
True, true. How poorly Clara is at how poorly Clara does at her own superhero game.
Yeah.
Um,
I just had a bad hand. There was no point in trying.
do you think you're ever gonna win?
I won the last one. You just haven't admitted it.
What?
Yeah.
No, you only say that because you know nobody's can hear the last one.
Yeah. And
Yes,
yes, and I'm learning yes, and see, I can be funny.
but my favorite is no but.
No, but I'm going to take what you said, turn it around, punt it into the next room, and say what I want anyway. That
And
is
then
my
just fart in
style
your
of
mouth.
humor.
Bye.
Take that. Get out of here. Nobody wants to hear what you have to say.
Toot toot, you suck. I'm
Oh,
getting better at drawing veins on arms and stuff like that.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I was admiring them in the pencils when you had them laid in there, because I remember you were discontent with the ones you did on those Hulk studies you did previously.
Yeah, I didn't study how veins set on arms and forearms very well. You kind of basically know it, but you haven't drawn it in forever.
Yeah.
So I went and looked at some bodybuilding pictures
Mm-hmm.
and how juiced up veiny bros lift. Basically, these guys that are in near diabetic states,
Yeah.
pre-diabetic states from all the stuff they
Good. Nice.
they like to partake in. Not that I'm judging. If you want to do that to your body, have fun.
It's just such a short-term thing. Like you can't do that for much of your life.
Well, not forever, that's for certain. I know some dudes having problems. Some ex-fighters that juiced that have problems.
Mm-hmm.
I had buddies that used to juice in college, but I never did. Should have.
No, you didn't. You didn't need to.
How do you know?
Because you don't want to do that to yourself.
What does it do to you?
It's not good for you, though, right?
Well, there's a lot of debate about that. You can do small amounts of anabolic use. Certain bodies can.
I
If your
suppose.
liver functions are good, blah blah blah. In bursts, I've read you can mitigate all the side effects.
Okay.
So, when I get old and my ass is dragging on the floor, I'll probably do some juice. If you're 80, who gives an S, right?
I suppose. Yeah, I have thought about that. Like at
What
a
are you
certain
waiting
age,
for?
right?
What
Like, are you worried about long-term effects? Like
of your 80-year-old body? No.
Do everything. Yeah.
Might as well get a chest and start banging those old nursing home broads that are all hot and bothered. Because I read about that all the rampant STDs going around in
I know.
nursing homes.
Nursing homes, yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Congrats, grandmas. You're rocking the house, keeping it real. Love it.
I was gonna say so. Forget what it was. Oh, I was gonna ask you about how often you. I promise I'm not trying to change the subject. I don't want to lose the actual topic.
You don't want to talk about hoarding grandmas?
I mean, it's not my favoriteest thing, but I'm not opposed.
Just your second favoriteest. I get it.
It's my second favoriteest thing. How often? So, in terms of you're studying for specific drawings, how often do you find that? I think we've talked about this before, but just for the show, how often do you find that necessary? Because I know I do that often, but I think of you as so much more advanced, and it's helpful to me and to artists in general, like to know what your practices are in that department, like what is normal.
Well, everybody's different. As you can
Mhm.
see, most monthly artists don't even know. They don't even spell the word research. Every artist is different. But
Yeah.
me, I like to know what the hell I'm doing before I do it.
Yeah.
Um, Very much so. Personality wise, it seems like I wing stuff, I would say, but it's far from the truth.
Okay.
But the thing is, with this Hulk, I already know anatomy pretty well. So it was just a brief little, like, okay. It does this, then that. And then when the tricep gets this big, it changes the shoulder, the rear delt that way, that type of stuff. Not that we're
Uh-huh.
looking at delts. I was mostly looking how oversized chests work with shoulder to bicep when the arm is lifted. I studied that.
Yeah.
But basically, to your point and question, um, it's as dumb as this, not dumb, as boring as this sounds. It's just by as needed basis, if I can effing speak.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
and this one, I needed it because I don't draw the Hulk every day. And this is part of my problem why I'm so slow is when I used to get hired for books, I study and I have to learn how to draw, X, Y, Z. Where I
Yeah.
think a lot of people, they just kind of go in and do the exact same thing they did last time.
Right. They fake it.
Except now I'm drawing Hellboy, but in this exact style. This is how I draw ears. This is how I draw lips. This is how I draw coats.
Right.
There's no nuance to the thought. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't really see it as art or storytelling anymore. I just see it as kind of like a factory worker's mentality.
Mm-hmm.
And there's room for all of us. I'm not creeping on those people. If you see me pause a lot or hear me pause a lot, it's because I don't want to. I don't even remember what my what happens if I curse, but I'm trying not to curse, everyone.
Okay.
Um,
If you see me pause a lot, it's because I'm trying to draw and talk at the same time, and that's almost impossible sometimes. But anyway, continue.
well, I'll tell you what. There's people that draw frog cloacas, and those that excel at drawing frog cloacas. Clara,
Oh, it's good.
champion level
I have something to
frog
aspire to
tank
now.
illustrator.
Mm-hmm.
I like how you put that on your business card too.
Yeah. Yeah. You've definitely seen my business card.
Yeah, frog tank aficionado. I thought the design for your card was really well too. Well done,
Mm-hmm.
Clara.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's very impressive. I was rather pleased with it. I was just thinking I need to redesign my business. Well, maybe I don't. My business
You don't
card
even
looks
need a
fine.
business card.
I know, but I like having it. I get a lot of compliments on it when it's not a COVID-ridden world and we're doing conventions.
I actually used to get comments on mine too. But they would say, "Nice card, Zach, you're gorgeous." It was an odd conversation.
But they would say it looking straight at the card. It was weird. They were like talking to a business card.
Yeah. Well, they don't they I lost the train of thought while I was inking, but my joke was they basically can't control themselves within the radiance of Zach. So
With his
you have
glowing
to
hair.
meter your responses when you're this good looking, Clara.
And when your
See, you're
forehead.
flustered right now by
I'm
my
not.
beauty. I like how you
Forehead.
just did an example of the trouble people have.
Well, now I have to say my line about your forehead shining like a beautiful lighthouse.
That's right. No ship crashes around me. Ever.
It's never happened, so it must be your forehead.
Now you're learning.
Mm-hmm. Cause and effect. Definitely not just meaningless correlation. No ships crash.
So, how's your what is it, Yoda?
I mean, Baby Yoda. Yes.
So what's Yoda from? Is he known?
What's what?
So what's a Yoda?
What is a Yoda? I don't know. It's a species that I don't believe in the mythos has a name yet, or in canon has a name yet. I don't know if the species is named. Someone is gonna yell at me in the comments that there either is or isn't. But I mean, they were calling him Baby Yoda because he didn't have a name early in the show. He has a name now, but the fact that they were calling him that assumes that we don't know the name of his species, I guess.
Oh,
That's thrilling, right? Actually,
yeah.
speaking of Star Wars names, here's my issue. And again, someone is going to yell at me in the comments. Someone's going to know this.
Yell at Clara, everyone.
This is a genuine question. This genuinely bothers me. How do we know Chewbacca's name? Because he can't say it.
Han Solo, man.
Did Chewie say it to him? Did he tell him my name is
They've been
Chewbacca?
friends for years.
Yeah. How did he figure it out? Did he write it?
He can. If you've ever watched Star Wars, ma'am. If you know, what's his crotch? Han Solo has no problem. It'd be funny if he's never understood a word Chewbacca said and he just answers them.
That's hilarious. Well, I mean, that's sort of how you talk to like your dog, and like you sort of understand what your dog means.
My Lord, just because a man is covered in fur and makes bear noises.
I'm a super racist. I'm ashamed. I'm speciesist.
You're a speciesist.
Speciesist. Ugh. I have a
Grotesque,
real issue with trying to figure out how we know Chewbacca's name.
Chewbacca told everyone. Even Princess Leia can talk to him.
Okay.
Watch Star Wars. My Lord.
Clearly, he did not pronounce the word Chewbacca.
Not in English.
Okay, so they automatically. This is like the translated version.
No, they can speak his language.
That's the word Chewbacca is clearly not part of his growl language.
Yeah, but that's it translated into, like if you ever meet a Chinese immigrant, they have their regular name and then their American name.
Right, I understand.
Chewbacca has a dumb space odyssey name for all of his dumb friends, so because they can't pronounce.
Right.
Oh.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's clearly not his real name. But even then, how did he communicate that's his English nickname?
Just like you can talk in Greek to somebody that knows Greek. Han Solo flying across the universe as fast as possible, or whatever is the Millennium Falcon's known for.
In parsecs.
Yeah, parsecs. It's some nutty... people need to do some science research before they make these effing shows. But
it's the sci-fi drinking game for just like technobabble. Take a drink.
Yeah, it's not even correct technobabble.
Right, exactly.
Well. I really enjoyed Star Wars as a kid. I did Star Wars covers.
Did I know that? I don't think I knew that.
Way back in the day. I even designed a couple characters. That was pretty cool.
That's amazing. How far back in the day?
Pre-aliens, so probably 2008 or 9, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, I did 4 or 5 covers.
That's awesome. I don't think I knew that. I thought I had stalked all your work by now.
Well, I thought you were a fan. You're fired.
Yeah, I'm ashamed. That's okay. I deserve that.
Claire's fired again, guys.
I'm fired. I wasn't rehired from the last time, but
You were on double fired probation.
I understood that reference.
And here I thought you only just watched Keanu Reeves movies and
most of those movies are terrible. As much as I love him, he's not a good actor.
I'm a secret agent, or what's those newest movies? John Wick. I don't need a script. I just kind of walk around killing. By the way, are there any effing cops in John Wick?
No, but that's part of the premise. It's an alternate reality where the mob basically rules.
Okay.
So that makes it a little bit easier to swallow. But
good job, whoever came up with that.
I believe it's a graphic novel.
Doubtful. I bet it is now. But
no, I believe it. I think it's based on a graphic novel.
Well, good. If so, whoever wrote that needs to learn that. Oh my, plot devices. Okay, here's a quick plot device. Good idea, dog. I love the dog. Known the dog 1.5 hour, and then he goes on a killing spree.
Yeah, well, I mean, the entire premise of those films is we don't actually care about the reason. We just want to see Keanu Reeves wave guns around.
So it's just for people like you?
Yeah, yes.
And guy versions of you?
Yes.
Everybody, watch Conan. F that noise.
Conan's also great.
I'm Neo. Whoa. Is this the internet?
The Matrix
Whoa.
is still fun, though.
I am an FBI agent. Whoa.
I don't even know what you're doing. Hugo Weaving was really good in those movies. I like Hugo Weaving.
FBI. I'm known as the brightest star in the FBI.
You're gonna get some backlash for your Keanu hate.
Oh, bring the hate,
Keanu.
you wieners.
Everybody loves him.
I'm not saying I hate him. I'm just going to make fun of his acting.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he's a
Not
good actor.
good.
But
I don't, but I love him.
because you're in love with him?
Yes.
I am an FBI agent. Gary Busey. Let's solve a crime, Gary Busey. I'm learning how to surf. I take off on a wave and it's 6-foot face, and then they cut to me surfing and it's a ripple.
Oh, you're being all surfing sore now.
Oh yeah, I got my surfing well, I can't say that word. I'll have to come up with another word for sore wiener.
Oh, okay. You're man, that is hard.
Yeah, there you go. Fans, we need a euphemism for somebody whose wiener's sore. We'll also accept wang doodle.
You could say butthurt, I think. That's about the equivalent.
Yeah, but women have butts too. I needed something with a guy.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Women have butts too.
Some women have butts. I need that meme. Quote Zach Howard.
Zach Howard, greatest artist of his generation. Some women have.
I'm going to take a stand on this, Clara. I know it might be the end of my career, but
yeah, it's a very unpopular opinion. Nobody is interested in women's butts right now at this moment in history.
Yeah, I can't stand my wife's butt. It's so nice and shapely. Bugs the hell out of me. Megan, if you're listening, geesh, get a flat butt already. I'm tired of looking at it.
I will never be able to unhear. Yeah, I can't stand my wife's butt.
She knows I'm obsessed with it, so that's why I'm gonna joke.
That's adorable.
It's no Yoda cloaca. I'm certain Yoda has a cloaca.
I don't know.
Hey, I'm not a cloaca hater. I'm just I need to know how Yoda goes to the bathroom. Don't you?
Like he's a pretty complex organism. He doesn't seem like he would have, a simplified anatomy like that.
Like, just feed him full of like 3 Chipotle's burritos, give him a cup of coffee, and just wait. Come on, Yoda, let's see. I gotta know.
Can you imagine like the confusing backwards syntax he would do if he had like bad diarrhea?
Diarrhea Yoda has.
That's actually a very good impression. That's way better than your auto impression.
Broke toilet I did.
And his toilet is so tiny.
It's like a play school toilet.
It is. I mean, to be honest, it's just like a hole in the ground.
He goes Marine Corps style in the field, just digs a hole.
Yep. And you're supposed to cover it up afterwards too, right?
When 800 years old you are, trouble pooping you'll have too.
No, listen to you doing altered Star Wars. Somebody's a nerd.
We'll teach you how to do space magic, but first must poop.
I hear you doing nerd talk.
I grew up with those. I was a fan.
Yeah.
I was at the theater, you youngin'. For all of them, all 3. That's how old I am. Though I don't remember the first one. I was 2.
Wow.
But my dad was going to go to the darn theater, so he brought me.
Yeah. Look at my fabric.
Ooh, fancy pants. It's coming out good.
It is. It's coming along a lot better. I'm thinking more about shadows on it, too.
Is Yoda pooping in his little sack right now?
I mean,
Is it like one of those things? Or
he might be.
Because he's baby Yoda. Has baby Yoda learned how to not how do you say it in Yoda E's, poo himself?
Not mess himself. I don't know. I haven't watched the show, so I'm not sure. Again, we'll have people yelling at us, but it's my understanding that he's actually like 50, which is still an infant with this species that remains unnamed.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what effect that may have on his toilet training, but someone will tell us in the
Yeah,
comments.
it's different. Kids take a few years, dogs take a couple weeks. Yoda, I don't know.
You only had Cola from a puppy, right? So you've only like had to potty train or house train one dog, right?
For Megan and I, yeah, we usually have rescues that are a little older, but we've had a couple puppies, sometimes just fostering them, but Cola was the only puppy that Megan and I did have
Mm-hmm.
that we just got as a puppy. She needed a
Yeah.
home.
That's cute.
So we had no clue what she was going to turn into, and she turned into a beautiful young princess, Clara.
Aw. That's very precious. Your house full of dogs sounds like a fun one.
It can be, unless FedEx is here or the Mormons knocking on my door.
Oh, they don't love people knocking on the door? What kind of dogs are they?
Yeah. Though the Mormons don't come around anymore.
Oh, you scared them off with your pooches?
No, I took my pants off and asked them to come in. Tell me about 5,000 years of the religion, and they didn't take me up on the offer.
Did you actually do that?
I was in jockey shorts, those tight, long underwear.
Yeah, thank you. I understand.
I didn't know if I was saying it right. I wasn't. It's clarification for my idiocy, not your genius, Clara.
Oh, okay.
Apologies, man.
Glad we cleared that up.
Clarification, Clara. Relax.
That's my job.
So, no, I was tired of it. They also don't like you talking about Joseph Smith.
Yeah, because he was not the greatest.
No.
Not the greatest.
Oh, well. To each their own, I suspect. But they got these poor 19-year-old boys just running around on bikes and their dumb ties.
No.
I'm going to tell you the secrets of the universe, and they're 19. So, but I guess I was too intense being in my jockey underwear, so.
Yeah. That sounds like it would be scary.
I thought you're supposed to come as you are. That's what Jesus said.
Yeah, but they were coming to you.
Touche.
You weren't going anywhere.
Yeah, I hate solicitors, so I torture them. I have a sign that says no solicitors.
I was just going to say,
ring the doorbell, not even wearing a mask.
And I was going to say, you hate solicitors enough that I already know there's a sign on your door that says no solicitors, and I've never met you or your house.
Yeah, don't ever ring my doorbell. I think I should be allowed to kick you in the face if you ring my doorbell.
Well, that's what they're there for.
For people that need to get a hold of me, not, some dude selling siding that's 20 years old and already weighs 280.
Well, oh gosh. What if your friends ring your doorbell? You have friends.
I know they're coming.
All right.
I want my beautiful cloistered life. Why won't you let me have this, Clara?
Well, I can sympathize with that. I, too, love my beautiful cloistered life.
Yes. The only difference is I draw far fewer cloaca. Literally the only difference between you and I.
It might not be the only one, but I'll give it to you since you're so insistent on it and you lost the last round of Super Fight.
Well, I wish you weren't a liar.
Wish you weren't too.
Good comeback.
Sometimes a simple comeback. Also, I'm drawing a curve right now and I have no smarts.
Yeah, that's one of the problems. We're going to have to get better at this show because I have all sorts of jokes and they just kind of flutter in and out of existence while I'm trying to draw.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out. But speaking of figuring out the show, we are about to hit an hour. So I'm thinking we should probably do our wrap up. Is there anything you want to add before I jump into the the final outro with the plugs and everything?
Sure. I'm one curse word short, so sorry, fans, but as you can see, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Um,
it's inevitable.
and sorry about Clara's ridiculous losing streak.
Yep.
But I promise she's a good person, people. Don't judge her too harshly.
She does her best.
She really does. And I don't know. We'll just say Yoda taint. That's my sign off now.
Excellent. Beautiful. I just want to throw in some quick plugs for both of us before we leave. If you want to see more of our stuff, you can follow us both on Instagram. Zach is at spacefriend_Z, and I'm at Clara_Meath. Or on Facebook, I'm at, I believe, The Art of Clara Meath on Facebook, and Zach is at Zach Howard's Art. I have a store, Envy Store, called Comics and Art by Clara Meath. And Zach, actually, right now, we're working on getting some cooler merch stuff set up for him. So stay tuned for that. But other than that, as long as you can, hopefully you can still mistake us for professional adults. We're figuring this out. Yeah, that's everything I have.
Everybody, let Clara know how bad she loses at superhero fight.
Yes.
And I love you all. And I don't know. I just we're gonna have a lot of silly fun here. If people have requests for techniques and things like that, Clara and I can work through it. Like
absolutely.
How to correctly draw frog butts and things like that.
Yep.
I can run you through that, and that'd be a great lesson, for you and I to kind of walk through things.
Absolutely.
That being said, we got some nice chunky lines down on the Hulk. Look at it.
It's lovely.
And then, I just had to look at my arms in the mirror, and then suddenly it got really easy, Clara.
Yep. I would imagine.
You did the same for Yoda, right?
Yeah, that's what I look like.
We love you all. Please join us. This is the first show. This is going to be bi-monthly or twice a month, right?
Yes, every other week.
Yeah, and the other show will be The Blacklist. And it's a different show, but a lot of fun. And I won't be able to make as much fun of Clara during that, but I hope you still tune in despite that deficiency.
It'll be a much smarter show. So those of you who don't like this, you can enjoy that show and vice versa.
Yeah, and I won't be doing Hulk arms on that one. And I'm allowed to curse, so it's going to be like F your face in the A with your D, U-M.
It's a beautiful alphabet.
You like that?
Mm-hmm.
Signing off, everyone. We love Clara. Go support Clara. She's a young artist and rocks, and despite her well-done fingernail polish, I would still follow her.
Please do, and follow Zach too.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Bye-bye, everyone. We're ending this.
End it.